Good morning. So, on last turn, आपको पीपीटी दिखाई दे रही है? हेलो, एनी ऑफ यू?
यस सर।
पीपीटी दिखाई दे रही ना?
हाँ सर।
So, on last turn, we are discussing about कैसे mapping. You have seen direct mapping technique, and you have also seen associative mapping technique. In associative mapping, we are free to write a main memory block in any of the cache line. So just consider a case. Case is like this. You have cache and on occurrence of various misses, you have allocated all the cache lines. Okay, you have means all the cache line are filled. Now see, a processor generate and reference of the main memory. And your address mapping technique you have implemented is getting miss. Then what will happen? On occurrence of miss, we transfer the referred data directly to the processor, and we transfer the block having the targeted data or information into one of the cache line. Here all the cache lines are full. Means has actually what happens when initially we have the cache line has the valid bit. We have in each cache line is associated with a tag. In tag we have tag information and some more information like valid bit, dirty bit, that we will discuss. So when suppose in this in a particular cache line you have a genuine data, in that case that cache line is get filled and valid bit is set to 1. It is 1. Okay, and accordingly during execution of that program, as per need, blocks are get transferred to the cache memory, and accordingly valid bits are set to 1. Means for a particular execution of a program, the cache line having valid bit set will we consider for hit. Otherwise, if suppose processor generate any address and referred information means is not available in the, just see how we use the valid bit. Actually, suppose there is a program residing in the main memory. Processor will generate the starting address of the program. Now, what will happen? Initially, the valid bit of the cache memory is set to 0. Means all cache line are invalid. Means there is no any valid data. It means valid bit is 0 associated with any cache line. In that cache line, you don't have valid data. You may use that very line to store the data. Okay. So here block is transferred to one of the cache line and valid bit is set. Accordingly, on occurrence of miss, this suppose for a case all the cache line has valid bit 1 and miss has occurred. What will happen? Because in all cache line you have valid data. And if you have valid data, then you can't overwrite. So what we can do, we replace one of the cache line by the targeted block of the main memory. So which very cache line is to be replaced, that is get decided by the replacement algorithm. We have replacement algorithm, several replacement algorithm. On the basis of that, we replace one of the cache line. Okay. Here two type of replacement. One is simple, the targeted block is overwritten onto the cache line. Another, first we transfer the content of the cache line to its native block of the main memory, and then we replace by a new block. Okay. So how we decide that which very block should be first transferred to the native, this very cache line is to be transferred to the native block in the cache memory, or this very cache line may be overwritten. For that, I have told you that here we have in the tag field, we have one more information, that is dirty bit. Okay, dirty bit. Dirty bit, if dirty bit is set, then you have to write the content of cache line into its native block. If dirty bit is not set, then no need to write the content of the cache line into the native block. Okay, you can overwrite it. That will save the time. Means if dirty bit is set, then you have to perform one more memory operation, and that operation is transferring the this content of cache line back to the main memory. Okay, that we'll discuss when we will discuss about the write policy. Okay. So here, when now it is clear that we have two more information about the identification of a cache line, status of the cache line. One is valid bit, another is dirty bit, along with the tag bits. Tag bits is the identification of a information in the cache line. So we, to transfer which very block is to be transferred, we decide through replacement algorithm. Okay. You have seen the problem in the associative mapping. Suppose on last turn we have considered an example that in a cache we have 1K cache lines. So to decide and cache miss, we have to perform 1K comparisons because each cache line has a tag associated with it, and you have to go for the cache line. Compare each and every tag associated with the cache line for availability of record information. And if all comparison are unsuccessful, in that case we announce that it is miss, and then we have to go for the page replacement. One of the page block line replace the content of the line by a block information of main memory. Okay, and for that we use block replacement algorithm. You have also seen that we may use, means this comparison take much time and which will hamper the performance of the memory. So what we do, we go for we just use a third party memory in which, that is called content addressable memory, where we keep the index of all the tags, and tags are arranged in order, where we can apply the binary search technique to identify a particular tag. For successful search, when we get the match, we find the line number where this tag resides, and we can decide that yes, it is hit. And if this searching is unsuccessful, we can say the required tag is not available in the main memory, means required block is not in the cache memory. It has to record from the main memory. Okay, that is the case of miss. So in this way, we can so if we are using this spatial arrangement, it will add the cost, but we can improve the efficiency of program execution. In spite of doing more than 1000 comparison, now by just introducing this memory, we have to perform only 10 comparisons to decide that yes, in record block is available in main memory or not, cache memory or not. Okay, because the complexity, time complexity of binary search is log n, and that previous one is the sequential search. We compare each tag, then complexity is n. Log n means log to 1k, that is nothing but 10. Okay, in this way रावत बंद करो. So, but again we have to pay for searching the tag. So this technique is not being used like direct technique. We use another technique that is called set associative mapping, which is implemented on Intel processor also. Okay, how this technique work? To add just see, compare both the technique we have gone through. One is the direct technique, another is the associative. One is the direct mapping, another is the associative mapping. In direct mapping, we can directly find the location of information. It means the blocks of the main memory are already decided that it will occupy which berry cache line. Okay, and that will, if suppose you have seen, if you have a program in which you have two module of that program, and in which blocks are mapped in same cache line. In that case, the efficiency of program execution will hamper and your cache not being fully utilized. Okay, because you are bound to load this block as well as this block in same cache line. To provide the liberty, we have introduced associative mapping technique. But in associative mapping technique, it there is difficulty in searching the particular tag related to particular cache line. For hit, it is time consuming, so it will also reduce the performance of the program execution. So we use the combination of both, that is direct mapping and associative. In direct mapping, we take its capacity to identify the information in the cache, location of the information. And associative mapping, we take liberty to load information anywhere. We put some restriction. We just specify certain group of line, cache line, where we may have liberty to write the information like associative mapping. And this group of line is called set. And set or get identified like directly as in the case of direct mapping. In direct mapping, we generate the line address. If you see the direct mapping, the address mapping is like this. you have byte address or word address, then you have line address, and then you have tag. And this is the address generated by the processor, address of the main memory. Okay, so the content of this field will say about the line number. Directly it will say about the line number, and you just consider the tag associated with that line number and compare the tag bits of the reference generated by the processor. If you get match, you can announce for the uh, hit. Okay. So what do? We just group the cache line. You just see here. Into set. Is problem. We group the cache line into sets. This is set 0, set 1. You just consider the same case that we have discussed on last term, that is we have 1K line. Okay, suppose we just form a set of 4 lines. Then how many sets in the cache memory? Now you have 256 set. Previously, address mapping is like this. In the case of direct mapping, 4 means 2 bit. Here you have 1K means 10, and here you have 8 bit. Okay. In the case of direct mapping. Now what we are doing, we are grouping the cache line in set, and one set contains 4 lines. Okay, like this. Four cache line will form a set I. Okay. So how we map the address? We map the address like this. As you know that each line may hold 4 bytes of information. To address those 4 bytes we need 2. Then how many sets are there? 256. 256 is nothing but 2 to the power 8 is 256. So 8 line will be used to identify the set, and remaining 10 lines will be the tag. In cache memory system where a set contains 4 cache line, and this memory is called 4-way set associative. Okay, you may have 2 lines in a set. Then what should be the format? 2 line means 512 set in this cache having 100 1K line. So here you have 2-bit number of lines are 512. 512 is nothing but 2 to the power 9 equal to 512. So here 9-bit. So again here 9-bit tag. Remaining bits are used in the tag. Okay. In this way, and this memory that in which one set contains 2 cache line is called two-way set associative. Okay. Similarly, we may have 8-way set associative. It means in a set we may hold 8 cache line. But what is the demerit of this? Having more number of cache line in a set. Main thing, just see, when processor generate an address of main memory, now see the address format. You have word bits, set bit and tag. So your memory management module responsible for managing the cache memory of the operating system will just consider these bits that represent a set. Through that, it will identify a set of the cache memory. Suppose here we have 8 cache line. In that case, what will happen? This tag of the address generated should be matched with the tag associated with each cache line. It means you have to perform 8 comparisons to decide it is miss. Okay. Again, it will take time and reduce the efficiency of program execution. So what we do, we keep less number of cache line in a set so that we can easily perform the searching of a particular tag in the cache memory. Okay, because these set, suppose a memory has 4 set, then here you may have 2-bit information 00, 01, 10 and 11. If it is this set information is 00, first set information is 01, then second set 10, third set 11, fourth set. In this way, we can identify a set, and in that set is identified. Now you can transfer the data or refer the data from set. Means suppose it is miss. In that set, we have done the all 4 cache line has valid bit set. So we have done the comparison and identified the miss. Then what will happen? The referred block of the main memory should be transferred into the main memory, and that referred block belongs to this set only. You can't write that block in any another set. Yes, you can write that block in any of the 4 cache line of that set. Okay, so which line should be replaced? It will depend upon the replacement policy you have adopted. Okay. Now, see, this is, here you just see block 0 and block 4 are in set 0 with as line 1 and 2. Block 1 and block 5, block 3 are mapped here. First see, suppose how it is going to be made. See the example for this. This block may hold 4 information, okay, and suppose we have 1, 2, 8 block, means 8 blocks, up to 7. So block address is 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 8 block, and 4 information in a block. So we have 2 bit for the information. Okay, this is the address space for this main memory. Now so these 2 bits are not being used. Okay, now see this bit is set bit, and these 2 bits are tag. Now see, you just consider initially all the cache is free. So processor has generated address of block 0. Suppose 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is the address. So it will certainly there will be miss in cache because initially cache is empty. Now it will refer the first buried data or information and transfer this block to the cache memory. In which set? Just see. Set number is this bit, third bit, this bit. So it belongs to set 0. So block 0 is in line 0 here. Block 0. Okay. Now after execution, it generates this reference of this, and this reference is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. It is block number 1. So it will be stored. This is set information, set 1. So here it will block 1. Okay. Next, it will refer this block. So it is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. This is the address of first location in block number 2. Okay. So again it is 0, my set is 0 and tag is 10. So here tag is written as 00. With this, tag is written at where is 01. Okay, and here block 3. Similarly, you can block 2, which is block 2. Okay, you will see block 3 is get replaced here. If it is not clear to you, ये समझ में आ रहा है? बताओ. हेलो.
यस सर.
समझ में आ रहा है ना ये कैसे हो रहा है? चलो इसी को हम तुमको इस पर समझाते हैं. देखिए, एक, दो, तीन, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it is main memory block B0, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6 and B7. So just see, this number is nothing but block address. Here you have 4 information. 4 information means 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So these 4 information are get stored here. So if you see, the most significant 3 bit is nothing but 0, 0, 0. That is the block number, this 0. Similarly, in this block, you will get next information 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, like this. Now see these 4 information. The block number is 1, so you will find that B1. Okay, this is the main memory. Capacity of main memory that can hold how many information, how many byte? 32 byte. Now in cache memory, we have 2 sets. Set 1, set 0. In each set, we have 2 parts. This is cache line 0, cache line 1, cache line 2, कैसे line 3. Okay. Now these two lines in set 1 and the 0 and these two lines set. Address mapping is like this. Least significant 2-bit is the byte address. Next 1 bit is set address and 2 bit is tag. Now suppose your processor generate these addresses in sequence. That is from 00000 to 111151. So first it will generate this address. Address belongs to this very main memory block. This block is get replaced, and where to replace? You just see this is the block word address in the block. This is set address. It will be loaded in set 0. Set 0 means here you have B0. Okay. After 4 references, again you will get when your processor will generate 00100, then again there will be miss. So a block is to be transferred. The set number is 1, so here it will write B1. Now see, after this, after again 4 references, this reference will generate 01000. In that case, there will be miss, and this reference belongs to this very block. So what will happen? The set address is 0. So this B2 is to be loaded here. B2 will be here. Similarly, it will generate this address 01100. Then set address is 1. Here with this tag is 00. Here tag is 01. Here tag is 00, and here tag will be 01. When here B3, block 3, tag is 01. Next, this address is get generated. The address of this block. In that case, what happened? This block is assigned to set 0. Okay. So here B4 is to be loaded. So B0 and B2, which very block is to be replaced, that will depend upon the replacement policy. Suppose B2 is to be replaced using the replacement policy. So what will happen? It will first look that B2, the dirty bit of B2 is set or not. Dirty bit is set when we perform the write operation onto the block. Then it will take care of that, and accordingly it will replace. So this is the page block replacement technique in the case of associative mapping as well as set associative mapping. Okay. You just see here, you just see tag is compared with all the tag in a set. Okay, all the tags in a set. If it is get match, then there will be hit and refer the particular block in that very set where it get the match, and reference information is transferred to the processor. But if it will not get match, then there will be miss and target block is get replaced and target information is transferred to the processor. Okay. So in this way, it is the combination of direct and associative mapping which is being used. I have told you on last turn in Pentium processor on each core we have the data cache and this instruction cache. Your data cache is 2A set associative and data cache is 4-way set associative and instruction cache is 2-way set associative. 2-way set means we have in one set, in the case of instruction cache, 2 cache line. 4-way set associative means in one set we have 4 cache line. Okay, that will provide the higher degree of associativity of the information. Okay, in the case of data cache. Okay, and now on next one we'll discuss about the replacement policies and when we need the replacement. Okay, आपका सैटरडे को होगा टेस्ट 11 बजे से. Any more problem and question you may ask. बताइए कोई क्वेश्चन हो. आज हमने पीपीटी लोड कर ली है, आप लोग डाउनलोड कर लीजिएगा और पुरानी पीपीटी भी पड़ी है, वहीं से आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. Okay, so